My name is Clement Onoja.
And standing with him is Miriam Samipolo.
All right, right here we are in the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, IITA Ibadan. And in conjunction with the IITA BIP, Rijk Zwaan is presenting to you this field day where we'll be showcasing a lot of crops, both greenhouse varieties and open field varieties.
We hope you would enjoy yourself and you see the potentials of all the varieties of seeds we'll be showing you shortly.
Well, while we take you on this ride, it's going to be an exciting event, an exciting ride, where you'll be able to make decisions on varieties which have been a problem for you, either for the open field or for greenhouse production. Well, for Rijk Zwaan presents to you quality, Rijk Zwaan presents to you productivity. So you can sit back and wear your seatbelt because you're going to have a fun-filled day. Thank you.
Enjoy yourself.
Now this is Umaya F1 from Rijk Zwaan. You can look at the productivity of this plant. You can also see that on one single truss here, we have six fruits. Six very big fruits. I can also tell you that this plant is 9 weeks after transplanting. It has already been harvested as a matter of fact. But even at that, if you look at the other plants on the close by plants, it shows the same trend. 6 fruits on the first truss. Second truss has about 4. Some of the flowers didn't convert or had been harvested. And while the next plant following it, here we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 fruits on one single truss. Now, if you're interested in a beef tomato variety, then this is a very good plant, a very powerful plant which you can actually choose from. The name of the plant is Umaya F1 from Rijk Zwaan. I can tell you this is fantastic. You can see for even the second truss also, you can see good continuity going up. 9 weeks after transplanting. Very powerful crop.
This is Wezo F1, different from the first plant that was shown. This has close to 12 fruits that were formed at the first truss.
And you can see that for this particular variety, this is different from the first one we looked at, in that this is plum indeterminate for greenhouse production. Therefore, if you're looking for a variety for the greenhouse, you want a variety that can give you very good production, the way you can see it in this video here. This is very nice. This is very powerful, and of course, you can actually manipulate the plant in a way that it can give you even better production than what you are seeing. If you look at the other plant just beside it here, you will notice that on this first truss we have 7, and then going up again. You can see the progression. So the continuity of this crop is very good, and a very productive plant indeed for your greenhouse. If you are looking for indeterminate plum variety, Uwezo RZ F1 from Rijk Zwaan, that's the variety to choose. So it's very resistant against a lot of fungi strains, particularly Fusarium and Verticillium wilt, and very good plant, I must tell you. Highly productive. Farmers like it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you something about this plant. This plant keeps me excited anytime I look at the plant. Now, this particular plant is a cucumber variety. It's parthenocarpic in nature, and also it is seedless. How many seedless varieties are there in the market? Not very many, I can tell you. Midas is one of those that you can find. One very good thing about Midas is that Midas is the slicer type of cucumber, means that the color you can see the color is deep green. And again, one thing that is very exciting, which the farmer is interested in, is the productivity of the plant. You can see just from the bottom, of course, you can see how many I'm looking at right here. I have been told that 3 fruits have been taken off this plant. Yes. What that means is that, Miriam, is that correct?
Yes, 3 fruits that weighed 1.4 kg.
Okay, 3 fruits have been taken away from this plant, and still I can count another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fruits. Means that, and there's still some here on the floor as well. So it means that from this plant alone, so far, how many days now after?
This is 49 days.
49 days after transplanting. So at this stage, we've already harvested 8 fruits from this plant. Yes. One thing I can tell you about Midas is that Midas can give you a minimum of 15 plants on the vine. You can get 15 plants, and even if the plant is well taken care of, you can even go beyond that.
You can also see other fruits forming at the top of the plant.
Now these are the fruits. Another fantastic thing about the variety Midas is that 90% or even more of these fruits are female flowers. Of course, you know that cucumbers usually have male flowers and female flowers. The male flowers are not going to turn into fruits, the female flowers would. And probably that is the reason why Midas is very productive. So if you're looking for a very productive variety for cucumber, either it's greenhouse production or it's open field production, there is one variety that you can choose. Choose Midas. Take a look at this. This is massive indeed. I'm sure that this fruit is going to weigh nothing less than somewhere between 500 and 700 grams. What that means is that if you're going to scale and sell to your customer per kg, you need to go for something like this that's going to give you a lot of kgs. Now I'm going to do a practical. I'm going to show you, and let's just confirm what's the weight of this variety. What does it weigh?
This is 70 grams.
700.
700 grams.
This is 700 grams from what we can see here. So 700 grams for one single cucumber fruit.
You can harvest the other ones and weigh.
Okay. Okay, now you can see, just look at what I'm seeing here. From this harvest now, just picked here, we have over 3 kg. And don't forget that these plants, fruit had already been taken off from this plant before. About 3 fruits were taken up. We still have more production going. I'm excited about this crop. Another thing is look at the health of the crop. You will notice that one thing about cucumbers in Nigeria is susceptibility to downy mildews, susceptibility to powdery mildews. For Midas is highly resistant against powdery mildews, and as you can see right here, there is no incidence of downy at all. I'm not saying it's totally resistant to downy, but where you will see downy on the field here we are not seeing it. So that keeps me excited. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another exciting and fascinating part of agriculture, which gives me a lot of joy. And of course, any farmer that has production just like what you're seeing here, this is good. Now this is sweet pepper, green to red variety. This variety is called Red Jet. Red Jet, of course, from Rijk Zwaan, Rijk Zwaan, Holland. Now you can see the flash of production. Just from the bottom here, check out the flash of production. With so many fruits here, consistent. If you look at the next plant, you will notice that it is very consistent. Look, flash of production. You know, now these plants are about 6 weeks after transplanting, and they are almost ready for harvest as it is. A lot of production, very good production, continuity, very good. And of course, you know, right now the challenge of peppers is trips and aphids right now. But if you look at these plants, very clean plants, and production looking very good. Therefore, if you are a farmer, you are looking for a variety that can give you production and is resistant to most of those diseases that affect the roots and even insect attack, this is a variety that you can look at, and with proper management of the regular pests and diseases which can attack peppers, you will be fine with this product. This is a good product that you can try. It's called Red Jet from Rijk Zwaan. It is a green to red variety. There is also another variety which we are going to look at shortly. That is the yellow one. You're looking forward to that. Just stay tuned. Right here we're looking at the yellow sweet pepper variety from Rijk Zwaan. The one I always call the one and powerful Taranto F1. You can see what it looks like just at the base. You can see the level of productivity that I'm looking at. This plant is very powerful, I can tell you. If what you want as a sweet pepper farmer is a very powerful plant that can give you continuous harvest for as long as the plant is healthy, you're looking at from week 8 upward, then this plant is what you're meant to choose. Look at a plant very close to it. You can see the story remains the same. Very powerful with plenty fruits and a lot of production. So one thing I can tell you is that for this particular plant, Taranto RZ F1 variety, you would get what your money has paid for. Therefore, put your mouth where your money is. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, here we are on the demonstration field, IITA Rijk Zwaan demonstration field 2020. What you're looking at on your screen right now is the white cabbage variety, round head variety called Silema. As you can see, we're in the peak of the rainy season. We just had August break over. Now we are back on the break again. And you can see that the crop isn't in any way affected by fungi or the usual soft rot, which is always the bane of production with cucurbits and brassica. Well, as it is, you can see the head of this particular variety, just by looking at it, is close to 3 kg, if not more. Those which have already been harvested from this same field weighed well over 3 kg. Therefore, if you're looking for a variety which is round head, which can give you good production and compact head with your production, then that variety to choose is Silema. There is a brother of Silema which is also called Tacoma. One thing you would always notice with the Rijk Zwaan varieties is that the quality remains consistent, as you can see right here. We're talking about excellence, and if you want to talk of excellence, you think IITA for excellence, you think Rijk Zwaan for excellence. We're right here at the IITA Rijk Zwaan demonstration field with the IITA BIP. What you're looking at right here is hot pepper variety, African hot pepper variety, 3 varieties in focus: Afaja F1, Loleza F1, and Lengai F1. But one thing you can see is that the production remains consistent, the quality remains top-notch, and productivity also, as you can see right here. This particular variety is one that you can grow either in the open field, either in the rain, even in the dry season, or in the greenhouse. Therefore, if you want a variety that can give you the kind of production with a lot, you can see the flowers, plenty of flowers at the top, showing that the continuity of the plant is guaranteed. You can also see that the production, if you want to count the flowers, I'm sure that you're going to be tired. And you can see the conversion of the flowers actually is consistent. I'm not seeing any flowers dropping from here. The weather looks good, weather is cool, and which is fantastic for pepper production. Therefore, if it is green to red variety or green to yellow variety, hybrid variety, what you need to think about is Afaja F1 from Rijk Zwaan, or if it's the yellow one you're looking at, here is the yellow variety. This is Loleza from Rijk Zwaan. It was green to yellow, and the production is fantastic, I can tell you. This particular plant has the potential to give you 2 kgs and above. I can also tell you that in East Africa, it is achievable to get double digits on this plant. But your management of the crop is also very key. As I said, IITA is #1 when it comes to excellence, and that's what you can see on the plant here. Plant is looking nice, the production is also looking good. If you're thinking quality, think no further, think Rijk Zwaan. Thank you.
Still at IITA demonstration farm, this is African eggplant. On my right, we have the Limpopo F1 variety, and to my left is Kazinga, also F1 variety from Rijk Zwaan. The uniqueness about this plant is once you can manage it well with both insecticide, fertilizer application, following the right regime, you have the best of this plant. They keep flowering and fruiting. I call them plants that flower for eternity. Once you can manage it properly, it gives you a lot of fruit. From last year's Farmers Field Day, I was able to harvest over 6 kg from just one plant. Imagine if you have 1,000 plants on your farm, and you still keep harvesting and harvesting with good and big fruits. This is the best you can get from African eggplant and its Rijk Zwaan products. So patronize Rijk Zwaan and you get the best out of your money. Thank you.
I call it the king of the crop, tomato, open field tomato. We're looking at King Jara, I call it. Well, this is Jara F1 variety. It's a semi-determinate variety, actually meant for the dry irrigated planting, but for the sake of the demonstration, we have put it in the peak of the rainy season. And if you can see what I'm seeing on the screen, what I can see here is very good production, even at the time when it is not at its best. You can just imagine when it goes into the dry season, the dry irrigated farming, when the weather is actually dry with harmattan and all that, you can imagine the kind of production you are going to get. Merely by looking at this crop, what I can see here as I'm looking at it is nothing less than 3 kg on the crop as it is. We're going to have time to actually count the fruits and probably weigh the fruit to see what exactly it looks like. But one thing I can tell you about this crop is semi-determinate variety. This is about 8 weeks to 9 weeks after transplanting as it is now. The average fruit weight of this particular crop, Jara, is between 80 to 100 grams fruit weight. But if you want to get bigger fruits, then of course with your agronomic practices, you can actually get much bigger fruit than this. Harvest period of Jara is somewhat between 6 weeks to 8 weeks of continuous harvest for fresh market. Of course, I can tell you that in countries like Ethiopia, Jara is already on the shelf for processing because the Brix level is above, it's 5.5 above. Therefore, if you're looking for a crop, an open field crop, semi-determinate variety, which has a very high Brix content of above 5 marks, Jara is the crop for you. I can tell you this is a fantastic crop, looking very good indeed. What else do you want in your tomato crop? You want it to look like this. This is Jara from Rijk Zwaan, Jara RZ F1. And one thing again I can tell you is that the market has actually realized the taste and quality of Jara. Once you cut it open, you will see the compact nature. When you put it on the shelf, Jara can actually stay anywhere between 2 weeks to 4 weeks on the shelf, untouched, in normal atmospheric conditions. That's what it is. The taste is superb. Market shelf life is fantastic. What else can you ask for? This is Jara. I present to you Jara RZ F1 from Rijk Zwaan. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another exciting point of the demonstration still at the Rijk Zwaan IITA demonstration field for 2020. Well, the plant you're looking at right now is the rainy season tomato variety which we call Gamha. Gamha RZF1. This tomato variety is capable of giving you anywhere between 4-5 kgs and even above. I can tell you, but what you're looking at right now, you can see this truss. You can just take a look at this truss. On this truss alone, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fruits for one truss. And how many trusses can I see? You can see there's one truss here, 1. This is the second truss, 2. This is another truss, 3. This is another truss here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 8 trusses. Now, just if you look at it, you can see that this first truss here looks bigger because these other ones are going to also become bigger. The average fruit count, as we can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look here again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there we have 8, and so on. This is the power of Gamha. One thing I can tell you about Gamha again is that if you harvest it now, it is strong, very strong, as if you just harvested a rock. And you know what that means? That tells you about transportability. That tells you about shelf life. That tells you about Brix level. That tells you about quality. The taste of Gamha is so sweet, so very sweet, so sweet that some people even think it's the cherry of plum. Well, what else can I say? This is a tomato variety you don't want to lose. If you want to plant in the rainy season, open field rainy season tomato variety, choose Gamha RZF1 from Rijk Zwaan. Thank you. Once again, here on this field, we want to look at, as I said, we are going to look at the plant and then we're going to count the fruits and see what exactly we have on the plant right now. What that means is that we're going to terminate the cycle of one plant on this field right here so that we can have an idea of what potential the crop holds. This particular crop here is Jara F1 variety. All right, so we're going to harvest this one right here. We're going to harvest it and then we're going to weigh the crop to see how it is. So just come along with me and let's go on this trip. Okay, so this is one crop from one single plant. You can see from one single plant. This is it. So now what we're going to do is, please, I need some assistance. We would remove all the fruits on that crop, and then we would weigh it. We would weigh it. So we can just remove it, put it on the ground here. Put it on the ground here. Please don't forget that this, for now, it is not yet ready to be harvested, but we just want to have an idea. We want to have an idea of what the crop can do. So please, we will need to count it. Please count it. Let's know what you're counting. 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 46, 47, 48. Oh, I can see it. 47, 48. What that means is that these tiny ones, of course, you don't harvest it tiny. They are going to mature. When they mature, they are going to get bigger. So you can please, let's weigh it and see what it looks like, even at this stage. Let us weigh it and see what it looks like, please. Okay, so what do we have there?
2.4 kg.
Okay, well, what we have here on the scale here is 2.4 kg. Now this particular plant is about how many weeks after transplanting now?
10 weeks after transplanting.
This is 10 weeks after transplanting. 10 weeks after transplanting. And as you know, this particular crop is semi-determinate. That means you can harvest it for between 6 weeks to 8 weeks. Therefore, if you have 2.4 weeks, 2.4 kg at 10 weeks after transplanting, you can imagine what you have in another 6 or 4 weeks thereabout. So it's going to be much bigger than this. What I can see, 2.4 kg on one single plant, it tells me about productivity. It tells me about money. So this looks like a good harvest to me. Thank you. Now this is Gamha F1. We want to do the same thing that we did for Jara. We want to see what is the potential of this crop. How many kg do we have now, 10 weeks after transplanting? How many kg do we have on this plant? Despite this, some of the fruits that are immature, let us see how many fruits are here, what is the weight. So can we uproot it? Let's uproot it and let's go and count it the same way. This is exciting, I must tell you. Wow. Wow. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42. How many we have? 42 fruits right now. Okay, can we have an idea of what it looks like? What the weight is?
2.6.
Oh, we have 2.65 kg. 2.65 kg, which is close to 2.7, thereabout. Now, by the time these other smaller immature fruits get bigger, you're going to have a bigger plant. One thing you can notice, what can you see noticing about it? You can see consistent size. Consistent size. Now, Gamma has the potential to be able to do up to 120 grams per fruit. As you can see, consistent fruit size. Consistent fruit size. Now, this is what you will get if you decide to choose the variety Gamha F1. I'm so excited about this plant, this Gamha plant. Gamha has really shown itself to be very fantastic as we know it. 2.65 kg from a plant which is not yet fully mature at 10 weeks after transplanted. That is indeed fantastic. The fruit size is consistent, as you can see, between 100 and 120 grams fruit size. Eventually, by the time all the fruits on this plant get bigger, you would find out that you would have something above 3 kg, maybe 4 kg, maybe 5 kg, maybe more. Once again, we want to say thank you very much from Rijk Zwaan and also from IITA BIP. It's been a nice time with you today. We hope you'll stay tuned to us for another exciting show with Rijk Zwaan. And so we say bye for now.
Bye.